This is Rival Reports. I'm here with Jazza Dickens. Jazza, how are you feeling?
Fantastic, Jasmine. It's great to be back on the big stage and look forward to it.
And how was did you attend the open workout yesterday?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. It's just done a little bit, just a little bit of shadow boxing. I was on the clock right away as soon as I got in. I was thinking, bloody hell. Jamie Ward saying, come on, a little bit more. But yeah, it's done only about 2 minutes, yeah.
Did you have quite a lot of fans there? Or anyone?
Yeah, there was a few, but I didn't really promote it, I think there's a lot of other promotion going around bigger shows at the minute. I think this show was a good show, but I think it's been swamped a little bit by a massive show next week and a massive one last week. So, yeah, I think there was a few there, yeah.
When you mean last week, Chisora one?
Yes.
Did you watch that at all?
Didn't watch it. I seen a few highlights on the social media the next day. I was asleep. I was on a different time zone. I was in Dubai, so I just I missed the show, yeah. But, yeah,
What did you think about it? I think it was a pretty good fight, and I mean, his eye split open. Well, his eyebrow split open in round four or something like that. Yeah, quite early on in the fight, and it just kept opening up every single time.
Well, it won't be denied. Well, it's something personal to him. I think that he just keeps on saying, "No, I'm not going away. I'm not retiring. Tell me to retire. I'm not going away." He's got a point to prove, and I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, recently you moved up to Superfeather Weight. How has this sort of impacted your training, and how has it changed everything for you?
Yeah, it's a good question, that, because it does. It impacts everything. You go into a weight loss camp. It's like a fat fighter's Weight Watchers gym sessions. You know what I mean? When you're killing the weight, because that time's going to come. So you're trying to prevent the inevitable. But when you're too big for a weight, it's like it's going to happen at some point anyway, you know what I mean? So when you move up weight, you've got more space to be an athlete, and that's what it is really. It was a good few years at featherweight. Only before that I was a super bantamweight, so I've just sort of grown into probably naturally what I was going to be. But yeah, I'm not small for the weight, but I'm just at that right stage, I will grow in the future, but right now I'm in that perfect stage, yeah.
And you feel comfortable in that perfect stage? You're feeling all right?
Yeah, well, I've had 2 fights at super featherweight, so yeah, feeling really good, feeling strong for the weight, and it doesn't matter. You don't go by opponents, how big he is. I've been in the ring as a fighter who's too big, and it's a real thing. Like, you can be huge, you can look big, but there's being big and there's being strong, and they're different things, and that's where I am now. I'm not the tallest, but I am super strong at super featherweight. Yeah.
Now, after your previous fight, what's influenced you in terms of this fight? Is your confidence grown? Have you made any changes?
Yeah, mate. I'm now training with Albert in Dubai, who's my coach in Dubai. Great choice for me to go out there to Dubai. It was only like 5 or 6 weeks ago. I didn't have a coach. I'd already agreed to this fight without a coach, with or without. And it turns out that it went really well, yeah. Great camp there with Dubai. And since the last fight, it was just like we were building the other fight a few months before that. So it's just like build every fight, and we've had every 4 or 5 months for the last year now. It's been activity, so yeah, exciting.
Zelfa expressed strong ambitions and saying if he doesn't win, he would have underachieved. If he doesn't win a title, he would have underachieved. How do you counter-attack that? What's your plan to attack that and sort of drop his confidence slightly in that?
Well, I would say boxing is a personal game. You realise that when you're in the game so many years, and it's a personal game. Is he, when you said if he doesn't win the title against me, or if he didn't win the title in general, what was his?
He just says, if he doesn't win a title, then he feels like he's underachieved. Obviously, to win these titles, he needs to beat you. He needs to beat the next upcoming fights that he has. How do you plan to counter-attack that?
That's a common thing right now, and that's why we're both fighting each other right now, because to me, not to go past him is a disaster. And I would say, like, as he said to himself, probably the same, yeah.
Mental prep, it's local rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester. How do you feel on that?
Not much, really, not much. I don't feed into it too much. You just feed myself and what I can do, and say myself, and sleep the right amount every night and live like an athlete, you know, and then go in there against the other team. That's all it is. It's not like nothing personal. He's done something to me. It's personal. I need to get him back. I've got feelings towards him, resentful or not. It's nothing like that, you know. People probably see two fighters have a little push and a pull, and you think, oh, they don't like each other. But I think sometimes that's fighters who just lost their head and the nerves have got to them fighting like around the fight and stuff like that, and then they end up expressing themselves in that way. I just feel like I don't need to act that way, and I just be super professional, you know, get in there and win the fight on Saturday nights. But I understand now there's a bit of a balance because the social media is so big now and fighters expect to do a little bit more and more all the time. So I try and stay with it, but I definitely won't be that aggressive type of fella, you know.
And are you hoping for there to be lots of fans at the arena on Saturday? Have you had a lot of support from fans?
Yeah, I've had loads of support as always, and I think there's a good few hundred coming up from Liverpool, so yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Final
question to you before you've got to go. Have you got a final message to Zelfa or your fans for Saturday night?
Yeah, definitely to the fans and to the endorsements as well who back me all the way, and massive thank you. It wouldn't be possible only for them people, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jazza.